Okay, this is Bo Harris. I'm City Administrator in Shenandoah, Iowa. There was a recent article by Chuck Morris of KMA News regarding some statements that I had that he interpreted that I'd made previously, and I've had several phone calls from citizens wanting clarification on this. You know, it seems to be in conflict with a statement I had provided the council and public previously. And a concerned citizen asked me if I would do this by video. He felt that it was the best way to inform the public, and I agree. I think it is a good idea to keep the public informed. So having said that, I'll begin by saying that, Mr. Morris, I don't normally comment on the local media's news articles, but seeing that you have decided to single me out, I guess I can this time. However, I think your opinions miss a very important point, which shouldn't our ultimate goal to be to protect and to maintain the public's faith and trust in City Hall. So, first off, I think you need to get your facts straight prior to voicing your opinion. For instance, in your article, you state that the format presented on the published council agenda, the item, which was the combination of the city administrator, city clerk position, that item was meant for discussion and not for a vote. If you would check the item on the posted agenda for that meeting, you would clearly see it states discussion/resolution, which allows the council, after discussion, to vote on an item. You also state in the article that he, being myself, said taking away my position in this manner will result in a wrongful termination filing against the city and in all likelihood resulting in my reinstatement with back pay, benefits, and expenses. He went on to predict such an attempt would be expensive and harmful to the citizens of Shenandoah. Does it seem unlikely to you that if an employee wins a wrongful termination claim against the city, that it would be inexpensive to the citizens? By the way, the public has been informed by the local media that I said I would sue or file a lawsuit against the city. Nowhere in my statement did I ever say I would sue or file a lawsuit against the city. What I said was it will result in a wrongful termination filing. That is not a lawsuit. It is a claim. Perhaps a better understanding about my skepticism regarding the combining my position and city clerk position, you should read a couple of past Valley News Today articles. One dated June 27, 2007, entitled "Council Votes to Keep Harris as City Administrator," and a letter to the editor a week later dated July 3rd, 2007, entitled "Confused on City Administrator Issue." Then you continue to state that for a guy who was the honored speaker for the Midwest Managers Institute, and it's actually the Iowa Municipal Managers Institute. You continue, a conference recently in Iowa City, those are strong words. Harris's honored speaker's role was actually involvement in a roundtable discussion that included 4 other speakers. Harris was not the moderator or keynote speaker for that group. So let's examine now what I actually said in my statement. I said I was an honored speaker. I never said I was the honored speaker, moderator, keynote speaker, or featured speaker. I said I was an honored speaker, meaning I was honored to be addressing a gathering of my fellow colleagues and conference attendees. I sent you a copy of my statement with supporting documents in hopes KMA would accurately inform the public of its contents. Some other information you selected to misinform the public about is your reference to the ongoing investigation by the State Auditor's Office about improprieties involving the water treatment plant committee. I did not say it was an ongoing investigation by the State Auditor's Office. I said I had conducted several internal investigations that may be troubling to some. You stated the state auditor pointed out the audit found no wrongdoing, and there is no related ongoing investigation. When I sent KMA News Department a copy of my statement, there were several supporting documents. One was an email from Andy Nielsen, Deputy State Auditor, that said, "Our office duly investigated the concerns you brought forward through your legal counsel in a letter dated November 8th, 2012. Our findings were incorporated in the audit report to the City of Shenandoah for the year end June 30th, 2012, which was issued on February 21st, 2013. Specifically, comment Roman numeral 4-1-12 on pages 55 and 56 of the audit report provides the details of the findings of the Water Treatment Plant Committee. This represents the only finding made regarding the issues referenced in your letter dated November 8th, 2012. The remaining two issues did not warrant audit report findings, and accordingly, there is nothing to report for those two issues. Now, does that sound to you like the auditor found no wrongdoing? The audit report said the remaining two issues did not warrant audit report findings. It did not say they found no wrongdoing. They didn't investigate the two issues, so they had no findings. My office is still reviewing those incidents, and there's still an investigation going on. You proceed to claim that I am an active member of that committee. I haven't been an active member of that committee since I cast a no vote on the design of the new plant. I was informed the next day that I was no longer a voting member of that Water Treatment Plant Committee. Furthermore, you state that this might be why Mr. Harris asked the council for approval to hire an outside firm for the city's next audit. My request to hire a different audit firm was because the state auditor's office was continuing to increase the price of our audits, and the city clerk and I asked for and received permission to request proposals for a new audit. This action by the council saved taxpayers of Shenandoah between $3,000 and $4,000, which is what we are supposed to be doing. You also claim I threw the longtime water superintendent under the bus on a number of occasions by referring your questions related to the new treatment plant to Mr. Kemper. Once again, you have chosen not to check your facts, but to simply misinform the public with your opinion. Several years ago, Mayor Hunt issued a directive to me in writing. I was forbidden to speak about city water issues. The order stated Mr. Kurt Kemper to be the spokesman for giving information in regards to the water situation in the city of Shenandoah. All information regarding water should be released by him. This is by order of Mayor Richard N. Hunt. And then you bring up the franchise fees. You state there that I said Mid-American has already had rates approved by Iowa Utilities Board and thus could not pass the 5% fee along to the citizens of Shenandoah. I did not say Mid-America Energy could not pass the rate increase on. I posed a question by stating, could it be because Mid-America Energy has already petitioned and received permission from the Iowa Utilities Board to increase rates over the next couple of years, and cannot petition for another increase until those are in effect? That was a question. I posed a question. The 2 points I wanted citizens to consider is, one, if Mid-America Energy is going to is just simply going to pass the charge on to the publics for the use of their right-of-way, why are they so against implementing the fee? And two, Mid-American Energy is already raising rates, so why shouldn't the citizens receive a benefit? I was posing a thought-provoking question. I was not stating a fact. In closing, I sent KMA News an email last week, well, it was last Thursday, in which I stated I have been advised by council to respond to any questions or comments the media wishes to pose to me regarding my recent statement in writing so as not to be misinterpreted. You have misinterpreted that written email to you to state we did get an email from him, being Mr. Harris, last week stating that any further communication would need to be in written form, when it clearly said any questions or comments regarding my recent statement, not any future communication. I also stated in that email, and I think it bears mentioning here, that I expect those that feel threatened by my position to try to discredit me, but to do so they have to misinform the public. I realize the local media may be under some pressure to not report the facts precisely, but I have recently been exposed to a form of social media that can and will provide an accurate accounting, and to a very large audience. Since your article appeared, I've been asked by several citizens to consider another informational video, and this seems like a good idea. Thank you.